Blessed morning. Blessed morning. Uh Today is what? May 18th. It's about 9 a.m. in the morning. Uh how's the day starting as far as trucking goes? I mean, as far as regular life, I'm always happy to be alive. It's an opportunity to right my wrongs. As far as trucking, man, it's a little trying to figure out what's gonna happen. So today, um, I haven't driven yet. He's been getting up early in the morning driving, and I take over. Uh, so the load that we were taking to drop off today got switched to tomorrow. So for some reason, another load got switched to tomorrow. The problem with that is they just added a load to us that was that's going to Arizona, and they say we only got 2 days, which don't make sense because if we got to bring our load tomorrow, then now it cuts that trip down to 1 day. Not even if they just switched it to even if they didn't switch it, it would only given us 2 days to go to Arizona, which means we would have had to drive as teams. That means somebody you would just take turns, like one person drive at night, one person drive in the daytime. So I don't know. I don't know. It looked like they're gonna have to take this load off of us. All right, just got to Arkansas. About to drop off these paper rolls. About a 4-hour drive, and then we're gonna be headed to Arizona after that. Gonna be an all-day drive. I'll use my whole 11-hour clock. So yeah, just had a very interesting conversation with a guy. I'll tell y'all about this convo. Man, I really wish I could have recorded the conversation I had with this dude, but I ain't want to be rude. You know what I'm saying? But it's a very interesting conversation. I'll tell you that. I want to say this for like a chance. So the guy who I just showed, I pointed the camera on. He said that he was a former Swift employee and that he left because he had a bad trainer. Said that his trainer wouldn't let him do anything, wouldn't let him back up, nothing. And he took it upon himself to say that's not a responsible way for me to get out on the road. So he left. And the reason why I'm telling the story because I think it's just very ironic. And he had a conversation in front of me and my trainer. So I just thought it was very interesting conversation considering what I'm going through. Pretty much the same exact thing. So um, I thought it made me feel like I should have been more assertive with, changing trainers. But if he had the same issue, then how do I know I would have switched and then got something even worse or whatever. So kind of just stuck it out. But he ended up leaving the company altogether. So he didn't get a chance to see if he was going to get a different type of trainer or not. But yeah, it was definitely interesting having that conversation. I wish I would have been able to record it, but um, got 6 hours left on my drive clock. Headed to Arizona. Our load is going to Mexico, so I don't know how far we're gonna be able to take it. All right, so I'm about to get ready for my shower. Give y'all a quick little update on the day. Um, let's do body face wash. So today was interesting. Like I said, I talked to a guy that said he left. Um, as you can see from the previous video, I pushed my time clock all the way today, so I really cut it. So basically, I was trying to get as close as possible, and I'm gonna tell you the mistake I made, and I'm tell you the mistake I made so others can who watch won't make the same mistake. So basically, I um I wanted to get as close as possible to so we're going to Arizona, and it was like we're not gonna get there. it's gonna take us a few days. So I was trying to get as close as possible to my 11-hour clock, so I can just we can get as far as possible. What I did was I Googled places in Texas because we crossing through Texas, and I was going by my time, how much time I had left on my drive clock, and how far each one was. And I thought, okay, this one is give me an hour of gap time. Like it was like 45 minutes, so to get me as close as possible without going over my time. And what I didn't realize was when you use Google Maps, it goes as if you're driving a regular car, not a truck. Sorry. So that time got cut dramatically. So when I thought I had an hour and 45 minutes in difference between how long it will take me to get there versus my drive clock turned into under 20 minutes real quick. So I ended up having to, luckily I found a truck stop, and it was actually a good truck stop. It was big, plenty of parking, it had showers. So I lucked out. So I can't make that mistake again. So I just got to give myself more, when I'm choosing a location, just got to give myself a little bit more of a cushion, just to be prepared for emergencies or anything that can happen in between where to cut the time short. Um, Training has been pretty much the same. You know, I'm almost had to go off a little bit a day um, on my training, but we be able to work things out. But it's little things here and there that I just had to say, well, can't do that. I was going in reverse, and he was trying to tell me to do something else, and he changed my reverse to drive, and I was like, bro, no, we can't do that. We're not doing that, bro. So, but other than that, it was he real good people. Just sometimes you just gotta let people know. Well, all in all, it was a good day, though. Very, very good day. I think I should be getting close. I know I'm definitely past the 150 mark. So at this point, it's anytime now I can be upgrading. I think I pretty much got everything down pat. Everything else I pretty much think just gonna come with experience. But I think I pretty much got everything down pat. I'm doing my lows and doing everything. I feel like I'm pretty comfortable. You know. Um, so I'm gonna finish this load to Arizona. Hopefully we get a load back towards home, and I can take my test. I should be ready. I should be. I'm gonna study myself up on my codes, what we call macros, and that's the codes you put in every time you do certain things. Like you got a code for backing up, you got a code for when you arrive to the shipper, we got a code for when you load, when you about to drive off loaded, when you about to drive off empty, different things. Just study up on that because that's gonna be part of the test. You know, I should be ready to go, man. I'm excited. Finally get to go home to my kids. Break before I get back out on the road. So just ready to see my kids and um, yeah, putting in that good work.